So hello and welcome one and all on a night which is anything but welcoming. The rain is tumbling down here, you can see it against the floodlights. It gives an added sense of drama to a game which was already in itself deemed dramatic. The conditions here, he's had a shot! He's delivered all right! The ideal start!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match. Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Roberto Carlos. Haaland gets flagged offside. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And that could set him on his way. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Oh, shooting chance! No mistake. And they're at it again in double quick time. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than good effort from distance.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Nicely weighted ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And he's on his way. Mbappe! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Certainly made himself a big nuisance in applying the pressure to force the error.
Reinildo. Sunderland applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Tries to get it clear.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Mbappe. Looking for the run. Oh, played through for the wide man. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Reinildo works it forward. Granit Xhaka. Can he get it through? Mbappe! Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Nice interception, well timed. That is good alertness.
There will be 3 minutes.
Can he spark a counter here? And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Mbappe. And the half-time whistle goes. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another show of strength?
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
fantastic! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the second half is off to a flyer.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Chelsea get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Mbappe. A lovely feeding. Mbappe! So we've reached the hour mark. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Mbappe!
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's beaten the last man. Well, what's he giving here? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 24. Coming on the field is number 14.
He's trying the shot. They want to be quick to recover this.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Costa Curta is the guilty party there.
Substitution on the field. Number 19. Coming on to replace him is number 28.
Over to the left. That is ended up in no man's land. Chelsea must do something here and very quickly.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
He's through, has a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Xhaka with the short one. Now it's Xhaka. This is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Chelsea may have thrown this away at the death. As you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Sunderland could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Gets his pass away. Decent hit! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And surely that settles it. As simple as you like, the outcome. That's that, the end. A shrug, a rueful stare at his counterpart, but the manager knows that the story has gone against him. It's a defeat that hurts. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or...
Twist before half-time. Reinildo works it forward. Granit Xhaka. Can he get it through? Mbappe. Well, now here's a good battle. Bicep to bicep. Nice interception, well timed. That is good alertness.
There will be 3 minutes.
Can he spark a counter here? And he cuts out the supply. Back into contention.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence.
Cover this.